I'm high up here in the Himalayas in Kashmir, disputed territory between India and Pakistan. I'm just close to the line of control, that front line between India. And look at it. Hang on, I'm going to point the camera that way. Check it out. What you're looking at on the other side of the valley there, that's Indian controlled territory. This disputed region where tensions have been ratcheting up over recent weeks. They've fought 3 wars over it. Tensions began escalating here just over 2 weeks ago, just under 2 weeks ago, when terrorists killed 26 civilians on the Indian side. The Indians immediately blamed Pakistan. Pakistan said it had nothing to do with them. Their little villages here, like clinging to the hillside. Check this out, just over there, through the trees, clinging to the hillside there, little villages trying to eke out a living. And it's these villagers who are right close to the front line. And I'm being told that they're shooting every night and they don't feel safe and they're really getting worried. And this isn't a dispute that's getting resolved by diplomacy. It is a recognized international dispute. This border area, this mountainous border area, look at it up here. I mean, in any other time, it would be beautiful, sort of place you want to come on vacation. But right now, you've got 2 nuclear-armed neighbors with rising tension, facing off against each other, literally in the woods down there. There's no doubt that Pakistani officials at the moment, and I was sitting down with a senior Pakistani official earlier in the day, still feel that tensions with India are very high, still feel that there is a real potential for India to strike. And part of their belief in that is they think, Pakistani officials think, that India was on the verge of perpetrating a cross-border fighter jet attack into the Pakistan's controlled side of Kashmir early Wednesday morning. They say 4 fighter jets were flying to the border, then diverted off and went to a base back inside of India. Now, Pakistani officials are assessing that as from their view and their understanding that India wants to have an attack, and that's why they believe an attack is still coming. There has been, however, and I think it's quite noticeable to sort of even sort of join the dots here, that this alleged attempt that Pakistan says happened early Wednesday morning. Later on Wednesday, we saw a really ratcheting up of the US and other diplomatic involvement going much more public than it had been behind the scenes. Yes, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio speaking with the Pakistani Prime Minister, his Indian counterpart, Pete Hegseth, the US Defense Secretary, on Thursday speaking to his counterpart in India. And then J.D. Vance, overnight Thursday into Friday, speaking about how the United States really wants to see both countries work together to avoid an escalation.
Our hope here is that India responds to this terrorist attack in a way that doesn't lead to a broader regional conflict. And we hope, frankly, that Pakistan, to the extent that they're responsible, cooperates with India to make sure that the terrorists, sometimes operating in their territory, are hunted down and dealt with. That's how we hope this unfolds. We're obviously in close contact. We'll see what happens.
Striking as well that on Friday, both the UAE, the Saudi, the Kuwaiti ambassadors all went in to meet with the foreign minister here in Islamabad. A very similar message from all of them about wanting to contribute to a de-escalation in the situation, a calming of the situation. So there's a full court diplomatic press on. But here's the kicker here. Pakistani officials say if India does go ahead and strike Pakistan, without question, Pakistan will retaliate. How India strikes in the first place, what happens after Pakistan retaliates, all of that's the big uncertainty. That's why the diplomacy right now is at such high stakes.